Alright, so who are we here with?
Dan, the Life Regenerator, baby.
Dan, how did you get started on your health journey, and what eventually led you to eating a diet based around fruits and vegetables?
Well, just evolution of the study of nutrition, you know. It will lead you back to the fruits and the veg if you follow it long enough. For health, I mean, it becomes obvious at one point. But I started health when I was 19. My girlfriend broke up with me and I started going to the gym, you know, and that was the beginning of, before that there wasn't anything physically athletic or nutrition oriented. I just grew up normal, middle class kid, you know. I mean, I did sports in school and stuff, but there was no thought of nutrition or anything like that, or performance. You just run, eat whatever and just run. Or I was a decathlete in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Did really well, actually, considering the diet that I had that was terrible. But years, you know, I kept studying the nutrition for the bodybuilding, and then finally one day I read a book on raw foods, and everything clicked, you know. The Gospel of Peace.
Cool.
You heard of that one?
Yeah, seen Gospel of Peace? Yeah, definitely.
And that book really changed my life a lot that day. 180 degrees. Started eating raw foods the next day. Never looked back. That was 12 years ago.
Cool. And it's been based around fruits and vegetables the whole time?
Well, at first it started out as pure. And I thought I didn't know any other raw fooders for like 2 years. So it was just me and the Gospel of Peace. And I started reading other raw food books too then. But I never really met any other raw fooders for like 2 years. And then I went to a couple of the retreats where they had the gourmet and all the superfoods and all that. Kind of spun downward, you know, on the gourmet and the chocolate. I never could quite get it together. It took me a long time with the gourmet and the chocolate and all that crap to get it together. Finally, for the search for the real truth on how I can feel good every day, it came back to the fruits and veg. And it took a while. It's like a discipline, you know, and having those bad experiences with those foods that make you feel not so good. And then finally you like realize the fruits and the vegetables, they keep you consistent, you know?
Yeah.
And so I'm just back on mostly fruits, veg, a little bit of nuts and seeds here and there, and just keep rolling, you know?
Do you have any tips or advice for those that are just starting their health journeys?
Well, get in it for the long haul. This isn't like a 3-week detox, you know, and then you go back to junky crap. It's just like always try to continue to improve. You know, for me it's a spiritual path more than anything. The food is just a real stabilizing point so that I can be focused on what's really important, which is love and wisdom. You know, so get the power from the food, and that's the foundation, because if you're sick or fat or tired or your brain is all messed up from chemicals, it's hard to focus. It's hard to untie the knots that are making your life challenging and difficult. And as we release those knots, those obstructions energetically, we get freer and freer and happier, you know.
Cool. Do you have any last message you want to share with the people?
Eat your fruits and vegetables and love one another. That's all you really need to know. You don't even need the fruits and veg, but they're extremely helpful.
Great. And where can we find more of your work and follow along with you?
Life-regenerator.com, YouTube. Yeah, Life Regenerator.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you, sir.